Reframing Mindset podcast. We are clear my head of the thoughts that are preventing clarity, practice my speech, among other things. Episodes range from informative knowledge to funny stories about my experiences, and in the future, maybe include interviews. So subscribe and enjoy. Episodes drop every other day.
Okay, welcome back to the Frame Mindset podcast on this concept. And this episode, I talk about the so the fourth year of ownership. And is that now? And yeah, this is naturally related to this year or something like that. So if I talk about some of the fourth year experience and talk about some of the stuff I'm experiencing. So what I realized was that actually one of the reasons what was that that I'm actually experiencing. So I say attribute to my laziness again, maybe like so boom. So naturally when you're cooking and stuff like that, if you are laziness and actually being novice to cooking. So this is the two things that's actually causing that. So boom, if you're actually a natural cooker, you actually know that okay, you need this, and stuff like that. You're naturally not that person. You can do it if you actually sit down and be like actively. You'll be like, okay, you actively say, okay, I'm gonna cook. I actively do it. But I guess the difference between a more experienced person and not experienced person is a person who can go and be like, okay, I have $10. I can use $10 to do this, resource management. That's basically the thing where be like, oh, managing the resources that you actually have. So it's like you out there and be like, okay, you inflated my lifestyle again, using more than one type of spoon for the same things and stuff like that. And what will happen is that though in these situations, it will pass. It will pass. But as I said, bad things, a bad habit don't it can't pass a bad habit. It can't pass a bad habit. So what will happen is that the bad habit now, what will happen is that you will see that okay, boom. When a water issue, a water issue would actually be simple. I same thing with a gas issue and stuff like that. These are management stuff. Big resource management. Be like, what would be a, a month use of a gas becomes half a month. What becomes 1 month worth of water for one person becomes half a month. All these stuff happen. These stuff happen because you didn't take the time to actually learn to manage its resources. So each year you're actually using more than what you are using because of the laziness of actually doing your this casually doing this stuff instead of actively doing it. And then but the thing is now you have to actively do it and use the resources right until it becomes natural. It becomes naturally that resource where be like, oh, okay, I'm naturally not going to use more than one spoon, one fork, one and stuff like that. We're naturally not going to do that anymore. And it's like, oh, yeah, so I will do that to pasta stage. They're like, oh yeah, we're naturally not going to do that anymore. But everything is a is a cycle you have to actually break out of. You have to actually break out of the habit of not doing that. When you do it now, it's just like, okay, yeah, maximum use of the resource that you have. And it's like, yeah. So that's basically it for this episode. Thank you for listening and for next episode.
Well, this is the end of the episode. Thanks for watching and look forward for the next episode. To support this podcast, go to anchor.fm/cssb/support or become a sponsor for this episode. If you have a product that you want to have more exposure, DM me on the Instagram page, Reframing Mindset Podcast, or on Twitter at ReframingP. Either way would help. Thank you regardless for listening, and here's a preview for the next episode.